Set out on an adventure through timeless wisdom with 20 inspiring teachings by the Stoic Seneca. These lessons aren't outdated, philosopher. Relics serve as a kind of beacon, pointing us in the direction of personal development and tenacity in the modern world, whether are you a novice or a seeker of wisdom. These teachings will motivate you on your journey and lead you. It isn't about being flawless. It's about improving each day. Think of these lessons as unlocking keys. Prepare for a strong and meaningful life. When we travel through Seneca's lessons that are appropriate for our contemporary, these principles are applied in daily life, and observe them, illuminate the way to becoming. Let's get started on this. Your best self. It's time to unleash your wisdom. Choose your circle carefully. Potential one. Choose your circle carefully. Seneca emphasized the significance of selecting your sources carefully. While we are unable to choose our parents, Seneca encouraged us to choose our acquaintances carefully, and role models. Consider the individuals you spend time with, the people that inspire you the most, and either bring you inspiration or down. Making a deliberate decision regarding who impacts you is important. It's similar to the air you breathe has a profound impact on your well-being. Thus, be in the company of people who not only support and challenge. Not only do you set an example, but these are the individuals who will direct you toward becoming the person you've always wanted to be. Seek difficulties. 2. Seek challenges. Seneca presented a potent concept. Regarding overcoming obstacles, he thought that staying doesn't lead to true growth. In our comfortable and familiar surroundings, life frequently provides opportunities for us to get outside of that comfort. It could be a challenging new initiative at work, a fitness objective that feels a little excessive, or is a personal phobia. His point, which we have been dodging, was not to flee these difficulties, but to confront them directly. He believed we should genuinely, aggressively welcome them, search for them, as that is where we discover our actual potential. It's similar to a superhero training ground in the harsh moments when we realize how awesome we are. So the next time anything goes wrong in life, taking up challenges rather than avoiding, Seneca advises confronting it. Accept it and face it, as that's where you get more powerful and show off your concealed capabilities based on Seneca. The simple parts don't lead to greatness. It is made amid the extreme heat of existence. Of difficulties, you possess the fortitude. You 3. Watch over your time, like a take care of your time. Like a treasure, cherish the knowledge imparted here. Highlights how important time is. Comparing this to protecting our most valuable items, the lesson promotes careful evaluation of way we spend our time every day. The concept is to exercise caution and make sure that our actions that are consistent with our ideals and aspirations. The fundamental idea is evident that by effectively controlling our time, we open doors for personal development and contentment. Consider the moments that comprise your life, give them priority, and spend your time in a manner that actually importance to you, handling every passing moment as a valuable asset to be treasured and used intentionally for empowerment in your reaction. Response life, like a roller coaster. Roller coaster that is full of surprising. In this lesson, Seneca's wisdom is fairly simple, but extremely powerful. It doesn't really matter what occurs to you, but how you respond to it. To consider a period when things didn't proceed as you saw fit. Did you allow it to define you, or did you recover? He claims that your superpower is your ability to react, like a canvas on which the narrative is painted of your life in every circumstance you encounter, to determine how you react, forming your journey's story when life throws the elusive curveballs. That he recommends stepping back and breathing, while considering your possible response with strength and wisdom, which is where real resilience manifests itself in the the freedom to select your own response even when times are difficult. 5 priorities. Put the essentials first. Essentially, picture life as a hectic. There are many diversions in the marketplace. Seneca is vying for your attention. Saying yes to the things is the suggestion here that are actually important. It's about more than just a yes or no, making decisions each time you accept. He makes the observation that you're also refusing to do anything else. So take some. Examine your daily decisions. Are they in line with your desired destination in the long term? He urges us to concentrate on what matters most and get rid of the in the grand scheme of things. Relaxation isn't about completing a ton of chores with quality quantity. Every yes is like a pledge that you use your time and efforts because they are valuable. On items that align with your objectives and values, commit to things that fits your goal and observe how it changes your sixth command adventure. Take charge of your behavior. Seneca had a strong notion, and your actions. The secret is to take responsibility for yourself. For personal development, it's similar to creating a solid base, and the key. The component is self-control. So what does that mean? It's not enough to be a master of yourself. About controlling others around you. Assuming responsibility for your own life when confronted with temptations or diversions. He claims that shortcuts are where the true power lies. Rejecting fast fixes and accepting long-term achievement, consider it a superpower that you can cultivate to forego immediate rewards for the sake of greater durability, triumphs. Seneca's lesson is evident. Self-mastery is a talent, and simply, like every skill, it becomes more powerful, and 7 Embrace has been improved throughout time. Accept difficulties for development. Difficulties for overcoming obstacles is similar to executing an exercise for your personality. It helps you stronger, regardless of how difficult the physical task, a challenging issue to resolve, or managing a difficult relationship. Leaning into the difficult situations is where you discover your actual strength is. This concept goes beyond simply pushing your body, as well as about fortifying your thoughts and feelings, rather than avoiding challenging circumstances. In this lesson calls on you to bring it on. Accepting difficulties turns into a forge where your character becomes more resilient and more robust in order to survive the next time. Throws a difficult situation to you, face it with bravery, since that's where your development and evolution take place. 8. Encourage happiness in others. Encourage people to. Happiness is a really amazing concept. Improving others is equivalent to taking a shortcut to contentment, but it's not about passing judgment or making an effort to manipulate people. It's more about having a constructive influence on others. Who encourages you to consider the influence you have? Are you helping those around you? By encouraging them to be their best selves, elevating people. You're not merely elevating their development while simultaneously enhancing your own character. It's similar to generating a surge of positive vibes that surpass your local group, influencing those in your vicinity. Better turns into a means of departing an enduring legacy of virtue. And 9. Cultivate inspiration in the world. Develop your gratitude. This is a treasure. Showing gratitude is essential to leading a good life, regardless, even though Seneca didn't discuss it. Straight out, it's like a secret gem in the lesson of Stoic philosophy is to adopt take a time each day to be grateful for what you possess, from the minor pleasures to the major triumphs. Gratitude is more than just a positive emotion. It's like filling your heart with sunshine. When you see the positive aspects of, it's like turning on a light in your life. Gratitude turns into a potent instrument for giving your inner fortitude and supporting you throughout, optimistic even in the face of adversity. A reminder that there is enough all around you, serving as a compass to direct you through difficulties with optimism. Accept lifelong learning. 10. Adopt the principles of lifelong learning. Wisdom encourages us to have a daily serving of improvement, which is equivalent to enrolling. For an adventure in lifelong learning, it's all about determining whether you're on the search for information and abilities that can aid in your development. Here's the thing. Learning is a continuous process. Travel that lasts a lifetime. Every bit of information you gather is similar to improving your resilience and flexibility abilities, particularly in a changing world. Like mad, imagine it as preparation for a constantly shifting terrain. Whether you're learning new abilities by plunging into reading well or discovering new encounters, you're basically arming yourself with the resources needed to avoid simply endure, but flourish in a world that continues to change. Having the guts to be vulnerable. 11. Bravery in. Consider vulnerability as a concealed strength as opposed to a flaw. It's similar to showing courage by acknowledging flaws and confronting anxieties. Consider a time when you were held back by fear. Having returned from being open, the lesson is that being vulnerable isn't a path to vulnerability, but a route to true humanity, relationships, and personal development when you give yourself permission to be vulnerable. Embrace genuineness in your life today. Consequently, genuineness strengthens your connections and develops personal resiliency. So accepting vulnerability is more than a courageous deed. It's a path to deep connections and developing into a more powerful form of you. 12 are thriving despite obstacles. Overcoming obstacles. Life full with hardships. But here's the bargain. Rather than considering them as obstacles, consider them to be your own possibilities for progress. Every setback, regardless of how difficult it is for you to becoming more resilient and intelligent, envision it as a process of refinement during challenges that help your character become more polished and you acquire the fortitude required to confront the uncertainties of life. So don't just overcome those difficult times and regard them as actions to strengthen one's resilience and perceptive version of yourself. 13. Leverage the power of introspection. Use the power of introspection at all times. Consider striking a pause and thinking Sena's decisions and objectives for the day were anything about this instrument for self-improvement. The lowdown on regular reflection is as follows. Like using a compass to guide you of self-exploration by pausing to, when you look back, you can better understand your strengths, shortcomings, and areas where growth is necessary. Consider it a mirror. Using this to reflect on your life, purposeful. You can examine yourself consciously, shifts, and gradually advance toward transforming into your greatest self. It's similar to having a manual for your individual development across the straightforward act of introspection. 14. Cultivate. Develop a positive attitude. Strong mentality. Visualize your thoughts as Seneca, the builders of your life, highlighted the importance of mentality in force influencing our destiny and behavior. Check out the stories that are now playing in your Are they inspired or overwhelmed by Seneca's insight on self-doubt, encourages us to cultivate a strong mindset through mental exercise. It involves educating your mind to emphasize solutions rather than issues and chances rather than barriers In summary, having a resilient attitude gives you to face difficulties with grace and resolve. Consider it to be a mental. You may educate your mind to be your alliance in the face of hardship, resulting in a more self-assured and resolute than you were. 15. Hold fast to your principles, remain loyal to your principles, and consider your values as the compass for your life. Seneca supported the straightforward concept of keeping up with these crucial principles. Here's what you stand for. Take a moment to show the world who you are, to consider what is most important to you. His message is now clear-cut. When the decisions you make each day align with these principles in your real life and purposefully, it's similar to constructing a solid base living that aligns with your principles, makes you an honest person by provide happiness and purpose to your life. This alignment serves as a trustworthy advisor. When negotiating the challenges of life, difficulties in guaranteeing a more meaningful and contented journey. 16. Accept mindfully, adopt technology. Technology could be used thoughtfully in today's consider a technologically advanced world. Like have a really awesome tool it's crucial to dispose of this tool carefully. It's about taking advantage of the advantages while recognizing when to take a break as well. Think of your day as a combination of tech time and technology time. Is when you using your devices for leisure or work. Is when you take a mental vacation from this equilibrium on the screen, helps you stay focused. Consider screen breaks as a kind of happiness and wellness, similar to giving your brain and eyes a little put down the device step while on vacation. Outside or engage in your favorite activity without screens. Keep in mind that you are in command of the device. You're not in charge of it. Encourage inclusivity. Encourage diversity and inclusivity in our. Consider the vast and varied world as follows. Forming friendships with a wide range of people. Think that every individual is similar to a distinctive piece of a puzzle, and you two make a large, vibrant image of this. The lesson focuses on being receptive to all of individuals and encounters. When someone who is not like you is similar to finding a new item for your confound. Their beliefs, customs, and stories give additional hues and forms to your overall outlook on life is similar to possessing a variety of fantastic flavors in everybody produces your favorite ice cream. It's more engaging, so the following time you meet a new person and rejoice at the disparities, discover their customs. Share your story after hearing theirs. It's similar to building a large, inclusive family in which everyone is accepted, because when we all unite, the world will become more lively and entertaining. Place 18. Proactively adjust to change. Be proactive in adapting to change. Consider life as a huge, thrilling adventure, an adventure that is full of changes and surprises. Things change from time to time, and that's all right. It's simply the way our adventure. Hence, adjusting to change is comparable to possessing superhuman abilities is about being adaptable and prepared for everything that you encounter rather than perceiving view change as an opportunity rather than a problem. To develop and acquire new knowledge, it's similar to incorporating interesting turns into your journey narrative. Let's say you possess a magical cape that helps you manage any unforeseen circumstances. This cape is ready for your optimistic outlook, to transform obstacles into chances, so when life presents, put on your magic and astonish yourself. Cape accepts the shift and transforms it into a new phase in your incredible journey, as it's the modifications that ultimately create a story that is exclusive to you. 19. Make mental health a priority. Give your mental health first priority. The mind is a garden of ideas and emotions in the same way that plants require care. Your mind, too, needs some affection. Lesson focuses on looking after your in the mental garden. Consider self-care as nourishing and caring for your mental gardening involves actions that make you feel content enough to take a rest when you need it, or engaging in pursuits that provide joy. Picture yourself as a buddy. You wish to be kind to it, but here's the fact that asking for assistance is acceptable. Consider conversing with a friend when you need assistance. Look for mental health support. Simply put, it's brave, intelligent, and keep in mind that everyone has mental garden, so let's dispel that notion. It's important to talk about it, so let's make it as commonplace as discussing our favorite pastimes. Therefore, treat your mind with kindness. Take care of yourself to nourish your mental garden. Know that it's acceptable to seek assistance, since a happy mind is a healthy mind, similar to how a well-kept garden blossoms with elegance. Encourage global citizenship. 20. Encourage worldwide citizens view the world as a single entity, large community where everyone is a neighbor outside of your immediate surroundings. Increase your awareness of obligation to incorporate the welfare of neighbors from various regions. To be a global citizen, one must recognize the wider picture, acknowledging the difficulties that people from all around the globe are a part of our shared narrative, as opposed to merely actively participate in Eng's creation of the global empathy, makes a neighborhood a better place. Your global connection passport, by placing yourself in other people's situations, support a constructive and peaceful. The world community recalls a minor deed of kindness crosses boundaries and creates a reverberating ripple effect worldwide. So there you have it. Timeless teachings derived from the wisdom of Serbia and displayed a contemporary touch has the power to mold your existence. Positively, they don't focus on success. Better yet, they're stepping stones for advancement and ongoing development. I'd like to push you to embrace these ideas and incorporate them into your everyday existence and observe the transforming force that they possess. The goal of a trip is not to become flawless. Declare your dedication to changing, improving oneself as a person. Your daily objective is to internalize, allowing these lessons to direct your decisions and actions that demonstrate my profound. Thank you for your time and consideration. If these ideas struck a chord with you, I encourage you to get in touch more, such as by subscribing. You not only back the information while also participating in a group that is committed to lifelong learning and progress. Your involvement fosters our mutual pursuit of insightful knowledge. I appreciate you playing such an important role in this journey, and let's keep going together. Examining the knowledge that drives us in the direction of our finest selves.